welcome. What? Stop it. Get out. Welcome back to the show, everybody. My first guest tonight, or second guest, I can't remember what order we're going in. It might actually be, who knows. Anyway, he's a comedy legend. He's a good friend of the show. Please welcome the wonder that is Carl Reiner, everybody. Carl Reiner.
That in his honor, in this man's honor, I'm wearing a plaid pair of pants.
Plaid trousers. You look adorable.
These are 30 years old, and I haven't worn them really for 30 years. This has never been done before. I wanted to do something on this show that has not been done before. I want to plug
a book. Be funny. Just be funny.
No, this is serious. I want to plug a book. This is one of the best books I've read. It's an autobiography, not by Steve Martin. An autobiography. It's one of the. I know you've written an autobiography.
I have, yeah.
Yes, but this autobiography is really the best. I read the book. I've listened to it on tape, and I commend you. If you haven't gotten this book, get it. It's brilliant. It is friggin' brilliant. Has any?
Oh, no, come on now.
Has anybody? And you notice how I bent it?
No, Carl.
Notice how I bent
it. You can't say friggin' on this show. That's a...
But you can say scrotum?
Oh, yes. Not only can you say it, you can draw one. I don't have a pen, unfortunately, or I would.
No, this is a first. Nobody has ever plugged the host's work.
I think you'll find that I have, in fact, plugged my book on it.
But the guest.
No, you're right. Very few guests have plugged my book on the show.
You know, it's funny. I was thinking we should have one for everybody, but then I was thinking, how many people are here today? We can tear out a few.
There's usually 110. We put in the audience machine.
We can tear out 100. One page? No, I was never destroy a book.
Just put it. I don't put it away. I know how it ends. What about this? Is this what we're plugging? You and Mel doing the 2,000-year-old man?
Well, we can plug that. That just came out. Amazon.com.
Right. Okay. No, is this the complete? Entire...
Everything that Mel and I have said on disc or record is in here. But we are going to do a new one in next month.
Oh, really? Where are you doing it? In a studio?
In a studio, yes.
You're not going to have an audience?
Oh, yes.
Oh, you are?
Of course. You can't work without an audience.
I'm doing okay. You're doing all right. You should take it on tour. Go around on tour, you and Mel.
Well, that's wearing.
That probably would be, yeah. Do you still have that dinner all the time? Isn't there a dinner once a week, you and Mel Brooks?
No, Mel and I see each other almost every night.
Really?
Yes. We are very old friends.
Yeah.
It's about 1950 we met.
Where did you meet?
I never forget that. In the production office of the Show of Shows. That was a thing called, before Saturday Night Live, there was a thing called the Show of Shows.
Yeah.
And Mel Brooks was 24 years old. I was 26 or 7. And he got up, the first time I met him, he got up and made me laugh so much. For everything he does is...
he's a pretty funny guy.
Not like you, who prepare yourself. You're so prepared.
I like to have it set. I like to have the script right here. If it's not on the paper, it's not on the show.
I can't believe how controlled you are.
I am very controlled. I'm like a scientist when it comes to comedy.
Well, Mel is very similar to that. Anyway, he got up and he started talking about a Jewish pirate with a Jewish accent, and I never forget his first words. He was complaining. He says, "You know how hard you used to set sail today?" He says, "Sailcloth is $4 a yard." He said, "I can't afford to pillage anymore." That was the first words out of his mouth, and I just fell over. And the very next day, I came in with an idea that I had heard something on the air called, there was a program called We the People Speak, and the host, Dan Seymour, was saying, here's a man who was actually recreating the news.
Oh, yeah, he was like actually at the Gettysburg Address. He was actually at that,
He was actually in Stalin's toilet, and he heard Stalin say, "We're going to blow up the world Thursday." And I said, hey, that's
the best Stalin impression we've ever had on this show.
Yeah. Oh, people have forgotten it.
No, people like a good Stalin impression. When you want to get a Stalin impression and mention the Shirelles.
Yeah. You know, if you can do a Stalin impression, you can always do a Lenin impression.
Yeah, that's
going
true.
to blow up the world Thursday. Works for both.
Well, if you did Stalin, I would do Lenin. We could do it together. We could go on the road. He's Stalin, I'm Lenin. Da, 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 da.
I noticed when you were sitting here, this guy has more ways. He was looking for something to do, and I realized he was doing that. He's a good drummer. Such a good... In this book, boy, you do things.
I know. I did some very bad things in my life.
No, I can't understand one thing. You debauched yourself. You, drugs, alcohol, fun, and your brain... you never soaked your brain. What happened?
No, I actually used to be really smart. And now I'm just like, whoa, ho, ho, cheeky monkeys. Can that cat fart? Oh, I'm being followed by a bear. You know, I mean, that's what happens.
No, what happened, you didn't lose your smart, you lost your serious.
Yeah, maybe.
You lost your serious.
Maybe I did. Hey, Carl, we're out of time.
I could feel that.
Yeah.
I'm 87. I'm going to be 88, so I'm really out of time.
I know. Well... All right, well, John, you want me to say? Well, I'll sign yours if you sign mine. By the way, my scrotum hasn't come back.
No kidding. Later on, for those of you who are holding those the odd number tickets, you can go backstage and see his scrotum. Yes, he does that
Actually,
did they tell you that?
Actually, if you would like, you can go backstage and see it now while I'm talking to Carl. Carl Reiner, everybody, the legend of